welcome back to Can I Talk for a Second? This is episode 7, and you've got Mom.
Sheesh. And Dad.
We're here at a little more than half a dozen episodes.
Yeah, like we were speaking before, I felt like it's been forever. It's only been 2 weeks.
It's only been 2 weeks. Well, a lot has happened in 2 weeks. I feel like I've lived many lives these past 2 weeks.
I feel like I've gotten no sleep in 2 weeks, so that's why for me it feels long. So
Yeah, same. I feel like I've gotten not good sleep, but not solid sleep.
Not solid sleep.
No, not excellent sleep.
Yeah, I think this week was not solid sleep for me either, but I mean, maybe for reasons like I think like Fortnite trying to grind it out.
Well, that and you send me clips at like 3 a.m. Like I'll roll over to pee, and I'm like, what is he doing at like 3:04? Sending me fucking clips, like why?
Yeah, because it's like I'm laying there and I'm just like, I'm not tired. So if I'm not tired,
no, when I'm
don't waste time.
Ask Ava when I'm tired. So the other day they were like, play with us, and I was so sleepy. I went downstairs, like I showered, and I was like, all right, I'll play a game or two. Like I'll slug it out. I went downstairs, I showered, I laid on the end of my bed, like just not even like undone, like the pillows were still on the bed. Yeah. I laid across the bottom of the bed and I knocked the fuck out. Lights were still on, the kitchen light was on, like
those are good sleep.
That was like drool sleep, and I woke up like 2 hours later and I was like, oh, I fell the fuck asleep.
It's like, are you guys still playing? Oh,
yeah,
wait,
yeah. Dave was like, we were. And I was like, oh, my bad. I fucking fell asleep. I was like, sorry.
Yeah, you know what? I have those moments. It's funny because actually Ava was there for one of them. So we're like sitting there watching Star Wars, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna play.
Nerds.
And we're like, she's watching the TV, and my neck is like broken this way.
Yep, you fall asleep when your hand is like tucked in your, like when you have the T-Rex arms. Like, and you're, like, sleeping like a T-Rex. That's how you know it was, like, primo sleep.
Dude, and the only thing she does is, like, she threw a little blanket over me because...
She gives up. I literally heard, like, the other night, too, I think, I don't know, it was a couple days later, because I was sick last week. I was sick as fuck, and I'm still getting my voice back.
Oh, my gosh.
So, she comes downstairs to ask me something, and I heard her, like, half asleep. I hear her come down the stairs. I hear her stop at the bottom, realize that everything was dark, and go right back upstairs. She was like, fuck it then. I guess we're done. She was like, oh, well.
That's it. Listen, you're going to get eaten by the darkness. I'm going to stay over
here. I shut
everything
off that time. I was just like, I didn't say anything to anybody. I literally put my phone on the charger and I laid down and I was asleep. She came down the stairs and I heard her like, she probably did the fuck.
It was like reached the halfway point and was like, nah.
Like, this bitch went to sleep.
This is it.
And that's why when people are like, you sure you didn't want any more kids? Yes, because I went to sleep knowing that she was not going to light my house on fire or have any, if there was a problem, she would wake me up. Otherwise, like, go to sleep when you're tired. Like, you know, I said turn it off by 10:30 and you're fucking good to go.
One thing that's funny about her is if she has to ask you a question, she won't come in the door.
No, she won't come in the door unless it's like I need to know the answer to this because the house may be in jeopardy. She's not asking.
So
like she'll just hold all the questions and it's even worse. She'll hold them all till the morning, and it's like 6:45 and she's asking me all these, and I'm like, shut up.
So the funny part was we did a little horror movie this weekend, right? So now, you know, we got the split ACs now, so. Fancy. She goes upstairs to go sleep.
Fair, this usually doesn't happen.
She goes upstairs to go sleep.
Oh, she's a chicken?
So she came down, right? And scares the shit out of me.
Because like, Ava creeps. Ava doesn't walk. She has 2 modes. Tyrannosaurus Rex
and then like,
or like ghost. And ghost mode is like when you don't expect her to be behind you and you turn around and she's staring at you. And you're like, oh my fucking God. And she's done this since she was little. She's done this since she, like, I would roll over in bed because, like, back in Brooklyn when she was really little, we shared a room. Like, I had no choice. And I would roll over in my bed and she'd be there looking at me.
Dude,
and I'd be like, I'd just be ready to, like, shit. It's like a scary movie, ready to just punch her, like, right in the fucking face. And you're like, bro.
I think I would have went to jail this week because I was scared. I was about to clap her with the remote,
just bro. One time, just bop.
And I'm like, yo, so we watch a little Michael Myers, so Halloween ends. So I'm explaining to her, like, yo, like, the movies that we grew up on, you know, now, like, the scary movies, they're all about, like, killing now. It's all, they get to the point. It's not like before where it kind of built up.
Yeah, it was like a storyline.
Yeah. So now I'm trying to tell her, like, this is a movie that you should be watching, like horror movie. This is
Yeah, but
it.
now she's gonna come back and live here, and she's gonna
No,
annoy
yeah.
me.
So hold on. This it gets great because now she's like, she's all like into like the horror, scary. But I tell her like, yo, listen, like you gotta watch the ones where the people fight back, not just like
With the people fight back.
Ghostface, stab you a million times. And even back in the day, our screams were like really good. Now I
never
watch
saw a
them.
single scream. I don't know.
Oh my god!
I've never seen. Literally, everybody has the same reaction to me saying I don't watch movies.
Cause nobody, like who doesn't watch Scream?
Me,
Like that's like.
I literally just watched a Saw movie for the first time in my life 2 weeks ago.
Saw is like
But I've
it's
never
like
watched any of
scary because
them.
it's like pure gore. It's like it's just like I'm gonna rip your rib cage open. Like I'm gonna put you in a trap.
But it's kind of like
kind of
like watching a TLC special
So
where
it's
they
not-
like fucking operate on
That's
somebody.
what I'm saying. Like it's not scary. It's just you know. Okay, you're gonna die because whatever contraption you're in, you're not living. You know. With this one, Michael Myers is chasing you. You have a chance to live, but not really.
I'm lying. I saw the one that came out last year with the guy with the mask. I don't remember his name.
That's Michael Myers.
I saw the most recent one with Rosalind Lewis.
Yes.
And I saw that.
Wait. Like the,
So-
the recent
The
or
very-
the one before that?
The one that came out last Halloween.
Oh, okay. Halloween
Yeah.
ends.
I don't know.
Yeah. Halloween ends.
No, I don't think it was that.
I don't know
So
which
then you
one.
watched the one that came out in 2018.
No, 2022.
Oh,
it, came,
well
it was
then-
new.
oh, so then
whatever,
it was-
Yeah,
whatever it was released.
So you
whatever.
watched the one that we
okay,
just
I
watched.
watched that, and then also what I've watched. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I watched that, and that was it.
See, those are scary. Those are pretty
I Know What You
good.
Did Last Summer was pretty scary. I
That's
saw
what
that when
I'm
I was
saying.
like her age though. I was
So,
young.
so anyways, getting back to the point was that I tell her all the time, put your AC on for about 3 hours, turn it off.
Just to cool the room.
Get the
Look,
room
don't
nice and
move on my
cold.
part, okay? I
So-
was stupid for what I thought.
But it was also kind of cold out, so what the fuck were you putting the AC on
I
for?
was hot. I was dying.
Oh well, I just
So
got there
I
sometimes.
told her, put it on for 3 hours, put your fan on,
Circulate the air.
get the air nice, cold, crisp. Okay, cool. I have no
Or
issues.
just open all the windows like I do in my house.
Or yeah, just
Oh, Dee Dee.
a whole, hey, day. And then you get a whole house.
Night of coolness. Yeah, you're good.
So, check it out. She leaves the split AC on so long that the condensation inside the AC,
Drips
right?
in the house.
It starts to drip. So it's like bloop.
Because it's cold outside.
And it makes that like that.
So now it's blipping and she can't go to sleep because she think Michael Myers in the
I
attic.
didn't think it was Michael Myers. I just
She-
thought there was something in the
Now
attic.
I'm telling her, how is something gonna get past all of us in this house?
Supernatural things can just live wherever. That's funny you say that because when we went upstate earlier this year, her and my nephew AJ wanted to sleep outside. They wanted to like camp on the screened-in
That's
porch.
different.
never
Oh, that's
forget
that's
that.
different though.
So-
You want to sleep outside?
but-
Okay, but it was
Listen,
it was
this
a
is what
screened-in porch, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as because AJ's grown up, my cousin loves to camp. AJ has grown up camping his entire life. He's a seasoned veteran at it. We don't camp. We don't. The
But
wilderness.
I'm thinking there's a gas station right
No,
there, lights
it's,
on.
it's
good.
upstate. It's,
Yeah,
this
there's
is,
nothing
out
there.
here in Staten Island is basically upstate. There's fucking skunks and shit.
Yeah.
We're upstate. We're 2 hours north of the city.
Doors
This
locked, we're
bitch
good.
goes, I want to sleep outside too. Immediately, I was like, you're gonna hate it. And my cousin said,
Yeah.
no, don't tell her that. And I was like, you're gonna fucking hate it. Don't sleep outside. No, I'll be fine. I want to try. And I'm like, okay, if you insist. So we blow up it's windy. We blow up 2 air beds. And we get a sleeping bag and 2 blankets and all this other shit. And we bring it outside. And I looked at my cousin after they're outside. I was like, I give her an hour. 1 fucking hour.
Nah, she thinks she's funny.
Wait.
She's
Then me and my
trying to
cousin are
psych me
sitting
out.
inside now. So we're sitting inside. And now we're like, because it's still kind of early-ish. It's like 10:30. They go outside to sleep. And we're sitting there and we're like, we should fuck with them.
Well, look what you did.
And then I was like, is that the right thing to do though? And I'm like,
it's a
I
very
think so.
parent thing to do.
so we creep. No, we didn't even go outside. Originally, we were gonna go out the front door and go around and jump at the screen and scare them.
No, I would have died.
But I don't like the outside. So I was like, I'm not walking around in the dark out here. That's where you lost me. You lost my buy-in when we had to go outside. So I was like inside. So he creaks the window open first, and then he goes away from it just in case they heard the window open. And then a few minutes later, we go back to the window, and he starts making little noises. Like, and I know she hears it. AJ's like, whatever. I know she hears it, and then we start making more noise. Then he speaks, and I heard her go, Mom! And so we run back inside, and I was like, it was us, calm. She's like fucking near tears. I was like, it was us, calm down. I'm like, it's fine. I'm like, go lay back down, it's okay. So she's like, okay. So AJ's like, come on, Ava, it's gonna be fine. So they go back outside. Then me and Anthony go to bed. I'm sleeping on the couch, so I'm like like 25 feet from like the entrance to the
Just
door.
thinking of it. Is
So
like,
so
oh
I'm like
my God.
all right, they'll be good. She knows that I'm like real close by. I'm like inside the house, whatever. So I'm like dozing off, and I hear like the door open. I hear ruckus, and here comes Ava with her fucking air bed and the blankets
Okay,
in the
but
house,
to be fair,
and she's like, something's out there.
no.
And
To
I'm
be
like,
fair,
and I'm what's out there? She's like, I don't know, an animal. I heard a zipper. She's like, and I'm coming inside because I'm not safe.
Okay, wait, no. Okay, for context, I didn't like hear it and run inside. I put it on. I was laying there for 10 minutes, and I'm like laying there like this. And
It was like 4 minutes.
I was like, maybe if I pretend to sleep, the thing will go away.
It was probably an animal. It was probably a fucking animal.
I guarantee you it wasn't, because no animal makes a sound like a zipper.
It wasn't a zipper.
Okay, maybe I'm hallucinating.
Maybe it was AJ with his fucking sleeping bag. Maybe it was
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's why we are not
and
built
I-
for that.
And I think that I'm fine. All of a sudden, hear like a. I'm like, no.
Not that there's not trees or anything like right around
Yeah,
there.
no,
tapping.
100%.
Because trees can knock.
Yes,
Well,
the
yeah,
tree out
well,
here was just
things-
doing it. That's
yeah.
literally what I heard. Why I paused.
Yeah.
But
so-
that is why. So, and it's funny because years and years ago, I was like 10 or 11 years old. Me and my cousin used to go up to my grandparents' house upstate. And my cousin convinced me to sleep outside in the tent, like, and they lived up.
What is
like,
wrong with
all
y'all?
the way-
We're getting
all
convinced
the
to
way-
sleep
But
outside.
I grew up in Brooklyn. I was no parts of it. So my cousin's like, sleep outside, and I'm like, I don't want to. But they lived like upstate, like the deep woods were up there.
That's right.
So he pitches a tent, and he's like, just come see. It's not bad.
No.
I don't like bugs though. The
But
bugs,
you
bugs,
slept outside.
Okay, but I was in a screened-in porch. She's out in the woods.
bugs are not my thing. So he sets up the tent. I made him vacuum the inside of the tent to make sure there were no bugs.
Oh my God.
Like with a dust buster, came outside and vacuumed every crevice of that fucking tent. I wanted no parts. I got a sleeping bag. He's like, he brings out a bunch of snacks. He's like, it's gonna be fun. He has like a real camping tent. And I'm like, I don't think this is gonna be fun. I don't really wanna. My mom's like, if you don't want to stay inside, he's like, no, he set it up, whatever. She wouldn't let my brother or sister because they were too little. She's like, but if you want to, you could. And I was like, fine, I'll try it out. I was in that tent for like 15 minutes, and I look in the peripherals, I fucking see it, a bug walking up the fucking tent. I was like, I'm fucking out. I'm done. So he pinches it and he flicks it outside. He's like, I'm like, where there's one, there's more. I'm fucking out. I'm done. Fuck, I don't care about the wilderness or the wildlife. I'll pet a bear. I'll pet a fucking moose.
Pet a bear.
I don't want bugs though. I would feed that. I would feed a bear. I'd fucking pet a moose or an elk or a fucking buffalo. But I don't bugs. So I'm like
Listen.
laying there now, and I'm like, I'm not gonna sleep because I'm gonna be staring at the tent to see if there's any bugs. So he's like, it'll be fine, whatever. So I think he brought out a couple of games or whatever. We had SpaghettiOs, like we were chilling. Then he's like, all right. He's like, he has like all
like
his
the real
camping
Walking
gear.
Dead
Yeah,
right
we're like,
here.
we're really like out there, and I'm like here in like the wilderness. And I'm like, all right, this isn't so bad. I go to lay down, like I move the thing. There's a fucking one of those spiders that's body's like this big, but its legs are like this long. And I was like, I'm out. I unzipped the tent. And I was like going inside, and he's like, no. He's like, I'm like, this is the second fucking bug. I fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm going the fuck back inside. I gather all my shit and I go inside. My mom was already waiting in the kitchen. She knew. She like timed it out. She's like,
Yeah.
right on time. And I was like, and that's when I knew for certain I was never going to be an outdoorsy girl. I am a city girl through and through. I like what I like, and that's it. So now every time we've gone upstate, and he's like, we've walked around the path at Bear Mountain and a few other things, and I'm like, it's hiking. He's like, it's walking on a paved path. And I'm like, hiking. There's trees. I'm not in the city. There's no buildings or buses. Hiking. He's like, not a hike, a walk around a trail. Hike. It's a hike to me. That's what it is.
To you, okay, yeah,
It is a hike.
I guess it makes sense. But I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody convincing me to sleep outside.
No, I'm not. Never will I be convinced again because he's asked. He's like, do you want to get a cabin? Because I was like, tents are a hard fucking no.
Well, I could do a cabin. Cabin's not bad.
If there's no electricity for me to charge that phone, I'm not going.
They do have electric.
No, this was like a straight, like a survival cabin.
Bring in a battery pack and my phone.
I'm
sleeping in a
I'm
cabin.
not. Do you know what happens in a cabin? Bugs happen.
See, I'm okay with the bug, but when
Nope,
I start
you
getting-
are not okay with the bug. First of all,
If Anthony saw a bug and he kills it, I'm fine.
no,
Kill
because
the
what
bugs you
while
want.
I'm sleeping, it's gonna be in the house. We already have pandemonium in this house when it's just me and you and there's a bug. We don't know what to do.
Oh yeah, because then you yell at me when I'm scared, like you're not scared.
Well, yeah, but somebody has to take control.
Yeah, you take control, but no, you want to be lazy.
I'm not-
and
I
you don't
will-
wanna come upstairs.
Relax. Like you're being loud, like you're setting off the fucking
Yeah,
the
I
noise.
know.
Relax.
Calm down, bro.
So,
Calm down.
Yeah, or you can like go outside.
I
You'll be
will.
fired. I just will not. So he was like, why don't we get like a cabin and it sleeps like, they have ones that sleep like 8 people, ones that sleep like 12 people. And I was like, no. I was like, we could get an Airbnb that is surrounded by like woodsiness. And he's like, it's a house then. And I'm like, exactly. And he's like, so then we're not camping. I'm like, we're glamping.
Oh, that's what you want to do. You want to glamp.
I want to glamp. I want to
Okay.
I want to take cute pictures in my woodsy attire, but then go inside where there's like heat and like pillows and not bugs, and a charger, and internet. I don't want to do anything
But
that's
you have
not
to-
those things.
No, you can't have internet if you go camping.
I want internet if I go.
Yeah, you gotta.
No, I'm not.
You gotta
I'm
have
not,
the
I don't
real Mother
unsubscribe.
Nature.
No, I'm real Mother Nature. Yeah,
Real
okay.
Mother Nature
No. I
experience.
gave birth. That was a real Mother Nature experience. I'm all set on the Mother Nature things. I'm set. I don't
You
need.
have to connect with Mother
You
Earth.
if you know what? I'll make you a fucking deal. We will vlog us going camping if you agree to go. Me, you, and Ava will go camping.
Okay, I'll take that bet.
And we will vlog.
But it has to be summertime. I ain't going in the
No, I
winter.
ain't going. Well, because you're fucking cold in my house at 68 degrees.
That's what I'm saying. I'll go in the summer.
Early summer, I'm not going when it's hot as shit.
Okay, early summer. When the air's still crisp. It's not like too cold. It's not too hot. Damn, I feel like that wall about to fall off.
It's windy as fuck. Then we are gonna go camping and we're gonna vlog it for this podcast.
Yes,
We are gonna vlog this experience.
Okay.
And I don't know how to set up a tent. I'm not gonna pretend I know how to construct or deconstruct
Me and Ava
a tent.
we're gonna set up the tent.
No, we're gonna get a cabin.
And we're gonna get a cat. Okay.
We're gonna get a cabin with a sleeping bag and air mattress. That's it.
Okay.
I
I don't want to hear nothing if something paranormal happens. Cause
something paranormal. We were talking about bugs, not the paranormal.
If the paranormal happens, I'm just letting y'all know we out.
We're packing up in the middle of the night and
Yeah,
going
that's
back in the car, back in the Corolla. We're leaving.
Listen, I know I could survive in the woods.
I could not. I would just.
I don't get me wrong. It's not my preference.
Is it my favorite thing to do?
No. But I feel like I would be able to survive a little
Just
bit.
pass it to Dad.
Like
The phone.
maybe one or maybe like a day or two.
Nah, I give myself 15 minutes.
I give
15 good minutes, and then I'm just gonna die. But you know
I
what
give
makes me
you
feel good? These
15. I
phones
give
now-
Ava 15, and
Yeah, 15 solid. These phones have the ability to call 911 via satellite, so that makes me feel good.
oh
that
yeah,
if
I don't
we're
have that
truly
ability.
fucked,
So,
one of us could call 911.
like, yeah, because I don't have that ability. Mine is
these phones are capable.
mine is still not sat phone enabled.
It's not sat. Yeah, we're sat phone enabled.
So we're good.
That's
So
all
we're
right.
good.
That's a future.
Okay, so
yeah.
that's gonna
Alright,
be
I'm
a
gonna
project.
hold you that bet. Yeah, that's gonna be a project.
Alright,
I'm gonna look into
cool.
it and we're gonna go glamping.
Dude,
I'm bringing an
So-
entire suitcase.
but it
Provisions.
was just so funny because it was like she literally came down and was like, "There's someone in the attic,"
Yep.
and I'm like,
Who?
"Yeah," I'm like, "Who got up there? Like, there's no
More
way."
importantly, the stairs are in her room. In that,
Right.
so they would have had. She would
bust
have had
through
to
her
see
room.
them, pull down the thing, go up the stairs, pull the thing up behind
Well, she
them.
sleeps with her door closed, so they had to open the door.
Yeah, and
first.
or climb in through the window and make ruckus,
Right. So,
Do it the entire time when
So-
they're downstairs.
or
So-
wake up Grandma Martha or Papa Jerry.
They're not home.
well, they're in
that's right.
Florida right now. So,
Oh yeah.
So it's always that was the funny part. But like, what scared me was she was literally right behind me,
You don't know she's there.
and then she tapped me with like the thunder of 1,000 gods. Like,
You're like-
"Ugh, there's somebody down upstairs, and I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, in the attic, and I'm like, now I'm in the middle of a game with my boy, and I'm like, all
Hold on,
right,
guys.
well now you go lay down on the couch. Let me finish this game because I can't just leave. So. My boy's laughing because he hears her saying that there's something in the attic. So the game finishes. I'm like, yo, give me a second. I
gotta
go up in the
fucking
attic.
Take the fucking.
Yeah, I turn
shine
the
light
light
around
on.
there.
I tell her, look up here. There's nothing up here. I walk all over the attic. I'm like, there's nobody up here. I have to go all the way back down the ladder. Right? So then I'm like, you good now? She's like, yeah, I'm going to go sleep. And then falls out of that. But it's just so funny. It's like, you know, like you get that. I could watch scary movies.
Yeah,
too.
and then something's.
And then it's like right after the movie and everything, and everybody's going, like, she goes to bed. She's like running right back down. Something's upstairs.
You're like, and then as a parent, you're questioning your choice because now this choice has bit you in the ass.
Yeah, because now I'm like,
And now you're
damn, now I
like-
can't show no scary movies like this no more, man. Like, it's crazy.
And you're like, damn. And then you're like doing something, and you're like, You mean something's in the fucking attic?
Yeah, like I'm like, bro, I would know if something's in the
Like,
attic.
I feel like we would have found out already.
So
Do you remember that? What that reminds me of? We were in high school and because you used to hang out downstairs where the TV and stuff was.
Yeah.
And I don't know where your parents were, but you heard something upstairs and you were like, "Go check." And I was like, "I'm not going to fucking check." And you're like, "What should I do?" And I was like, "Just be quiet. Let's listen." He's like, "You're like someone's walking around upstairs." And I was like, "Do you have any weapons down here?" And you picked up the Wii nunchuck, and
Oh,
I was like, "What are you gonna do with that? Like, what are you actually gonna do with the Wii nunchuck?"
You could be a ninja. You know
That,
what I'm
and you
saying?
I heard you run upstairs, literally run up the stairs, run to the front of the house, to the back of the house, and back downstairs, all in the span of 30 seconds.
Well, yeah, that's cool scouting. You know what I'm
Literally,
saying?
all you would have done is trip over the intruder in what you did. All you would have done is be tripped or trip over whoever was robbing the house, and that would have been that. Like that's you just like a gazelle across the fucking house, and then back, and then you were done.
I feel like anybody who's with me is like, you know, like if, like well, like you know, except for like I would like say like people that I consider like my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know we'll be down to fight for each other. But like, I feel like if I'm stuck with people who can't fight, like they're kind of like assed out. Because like you said, like I turn into a gazelle. Like I'll be at the car
after the
before
truancy
everybody.
experience,
Yeah.
I know I'd be dead.
Yeah, like that's it. I'm like, yo, listen, meet me by the car. I don't care how you get there.
Meet me by the car.
Yeah, I don't care how you get there, but
No,
just meet me there.
I would have used my white voice and called 911. We would have had somebody there.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you see, I can't call because they're not gonna come. That's it.
Honestly, and I said because we were walking home a couple weeks ago and we saw a guy get hit by a motorcycle.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I called 911 and she's like, "You use your customer service voice." And I was like, well, "What was I supposed to use? Like my fucking like so good by a motorcycle."
Yeah,
like, what was I supposed to say? She's like, "You just put on your customer service voice when you called 911." And I was like,
yeah,
I was trying to be polite.
Yeah, like I mean, we could. There's some cases where you're nice and you present a certain way.
Although I will say, I've called 911 more times in my life than I ever thought I would need to, and not ever, knock on wood, thankfully, not forever for myself, just for like witnessing things. And like obviously, my
you want to know?
grandparents.
So you witness something, you call like.
Because and it's been in other instances where there should be some like the most recent was like somebody was obviously having a diabetic episode, and the security guard in the place was doing nothing, like was just just dazed and confused, and I'm like, bro, you should probably call 911. Like the man passed out. Like he's unwell.
Yeah, my man thinks he's sleeping.
And he's like, I'll call 911. I'll call 911. And I'm like, you're not though. He's like this. He's like, and I'm like, oh my god, hello. And the guy's like, what's your emergency? Give him the location, whatever. And I'm like reading the listing. He's like his age, and I'm like, I don't know him fucking personally. He's just laying on the fucking floor, bro. I don't know. And then by the time I hung up that call, he was just making the phone call. I'm like, don't worry, my man. I already got somebody on it.
They're coming on.
They're on their way. Like, don't worry.
Dude, I don't know. I've never been in those situations to where it's like
I feel like
I don't know that I've had to call
It's a very
911.
white people thing to do.
Yeah, like I feel like
everybody else in that room that wasn't white minded their business. Was
yeah.
not paying any attention to that.
I feel
scenario.
I feel like you know, like when you're, you know.
Like my person didn't pass out.
I feel like you know you're gonna like.
Not skipping me in line sucks. Step over him.
Yeah, like damn, that's I'm sorry. Okay, now I can.
I'm next. Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't do it because it's like. I guess they don't want the responsibility.
I wasn't fucking giving him CPR.
No,
I was
I
just
don't
calling
mean
911,
like that.
being like, "Hey, yo, y'all should probably come up here because this person's on the floor."
Well, yeah, I mean, I
like
guess,
I've called 911 and like a bunch of like we saw the person get hit with her. The person got hit by the motorcycle. Got hit by like a car. And we had a call for that, and then we were like watching like vigilantes. That Renical episode. I've seen people fall in the train station, like not onto the tracks, but like in the train station. I've called for that. I've been at work. And people have gotten sick, and I've called for that. And then obviously my grandparents are like serial offenders with 911, so there was that.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like you're like, so now there's like there's like a different calling in your life. It's like you're the person who sends for 911. I don't know.
Literally, but I also feel like in situations like that, you have to be a good communicator because if you're not, you're just delaying help.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like, the person's gonna die, and that's like what I want to teach her too. Because like one day I'm gonna be dead or need an ambulance, and I want her to know how to call 911 and tell them what's wrong with me.
My mom is dying on the floor. What's your address? Blah blah blah.
Yeah, all right, but then they're gonna ask you a bunch of other. They ask you other questions. It's not just that. Like on the movies, they ask you like that, but now like they ask you other stuff. Like are they pale? are they like, are they breathing? And I was like, is he bleeding? And the guy's like, breathing. And I was like, I don't know, bro. I'm on the overpass. He's on the fucking floor on the highway. I can't tell. And Ava's like, she can't hear. You have to speak clearly. Like, she can't hear shit.
Yeah.
But like they ask you other stuff, like are they like are they conscious? Are their eyes forward? Like are they able to like grip your hands? Like all this sort of stuff. And I'm just
I think it's so you could administer aid till they get there.
Shit, I called 911 so you could come and administer the aid.
Well, yeah, but they're not there, so. It's actually funny because I was watching. Now that we touched this topic, I was watching something about like, obviously not. It's not in the U.S., so they're like, ambulance bikes.
Ambulance.
Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that, but there's like these medical bikes. Okay, so motorcycles.
Here that would be. What, you're supposed to strap a dying person to the back of the motorcycle?
So what the motorcycle does is because with traffic, obviously the big vehicle, the ambulance can't get through.
I feel like that's what the siren's for.
So the motorcycle. No, but you see it in New York. New York is so congested. They could play that shit all day. Nobody's getting out the way. Yeah, nobody's getting out the way. Everybody's like, where do you want me to go? Everybody's asking the same question. Where do they want me to go? But anyways, this bike literally gets to where the person is and administers aid until the ambulance gets there. So it's like a I guess
like
first
ambulance to go.
Yeah, something like that. But now all they need now is like a little gurney so they can put on the back just in case.
Or a little wagon to like hitch to the back of it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. Cause then if the ambulance can get through the bike,
you have like severe bodily trauma and you're stuck in like a fucking wagon and they're dragging you through the streets and it's like bouncing around and you get more fucking. I
feel like that shit does happen.
It definitely does happen.
Because even when they lift you up in there, it looks so rough. You're like, and you're like, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad for him. But then it's like, oh my God, they're doing their job. It's like,
but they quickly, like both my grandparents have gone several times or went several times. But they like pick you up real quick and they like shove you on that like little track to get the thing inside the ambulance. And I was in one of those so many times between both my grandparents that once, because they have the 5-point harness when you get in the ambulance, I knew how to buckle that shit and was ready to go. The EMT was like, you need to, and he's like, oh, you're already buckled. And I'm like, yes, let's go. Let's ride.
Like, oh my God, dude, like that. It's like,
they have a hard
time. Listen, you could do like a lot of people's jobs now. Like
I know a lot about a little bit about
911 operator.
Yeah.
You buckle people
into the ambulance.
People in the ambulance. You're almost like a dispatcher, like
honestly,
crazy.
a little bit like a dispatcher,
like a Batman dispatcher,
a little bit like a negotiator,
something like that. Yeah, you know, like
all these things.
I can't do any of those things.
I'm confused. I am very well. You're also not the oldest child. I am. So the oldest child is like I was like a.
So you're a jack of all trades.
Yeah,
basically.
like get it together, like run the show type of shit.
Yeah.
So keep that.
I'm the youngest.
Keep that energy. So. Yeah, you're the baby.
Yeah.
And you're the only boy. Baby.
Yeah. So I don't know how to do any of that. So I'm just letting y'all know that if any of y'all pass out, I'm just calling 911.
He's gonna call me to call 911 and be like, can you do me a favor? Somebody just fell down the stairs in front of me. You can just call 911 and get a bus over here.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yo, listen, Batman.
Send us
Batman, send the ambulance over here.
Ambulance.
Yeah.
Send the ambulance.
Like send that over here, please.
Send it this way.
Got somebody here. They look like their leg is broken. I can't tell.
Listen,
I'm gonna FaceTime you.
And it's crazy though because when the dispatcher was asking, I'm like, it looks like they're having a diabetic episode. They're pale facing. Their eyes are rolling back in their head. I was like, it's probably a diabetic episode. He looks really pale. He's overheating. I'm like, so it's either he's going into ketosis.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's superpowers. How can you tell he's overheating
because you can tell, like,
such a
they're
distance?
getting the back of their neck is red, like their ears.
You could see all of that from where you was at?
Yeah, well, for this instance, I was like 10 or 12 feet away. And then, of course, I had to be nosing it a little bit closer. But I saw that happen with both my grandparents. And I knew somebody's sugar was super high. Like, my grandma was always super high. Her sugar was always crazy high. My grandfather's was always super low. When it's super low, it mimics almost the symptoms of a stroke.
So you had, like, the two worlds where
because my grandma used to eat fucking Twinkies for breakfast. But my grandfather wouldn't eat because he'd get up later, and then when your sugar's really low, it mimics like the symptoms of a stroke. So But the differentiator is making them follow your finger, making them squeeze your hands. Can they put both hands up? Can they tell you what day it is? And they're just like super lethargic when it's sugar. When it's a stroke, they're like one side of their face might be drooped. They're slowing their words. Like it does a couple more symptoms in there, but usually like you guess it's
So
diabetes.
you should have like a job for New York City, like vigilante for
Batman.
real, like Batman, like
I'm sorry, but like you're diabetic.
yeah, like you. I know what you're going through. Hold on, the bus will be here in 10
Yeah,
minutes.
like I got them on the line already. You're good.
This is it. All right, we're taking care. You're taking care of
Like
you.
fly off into the night.
I'm here.
I need like a scooter to do that though, like
Yeah,
a moped, and just
you know
like
what I'm
zoom
saying?
up
Like,
on shit and just call 911 for
You know,
shit.
we gotta get you like one of those big lights, and it's just like,
Turn it
put
into
like
the
an
sky.
S in the sky, like,
You're like, we need
We
911.
need 911. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm not that talented. I'm sorry.
Jack of all trades. But do you want to tell the people what we did last Saturday?
Yeah, so we enjoyed a great day at American Dream Mall.
Who enjoyed a great day at the American Dream Mall?
Me, Kai, and Ava. And of course you and Amanda.
I was going to say, well, me and Amanda
We-
didn't go there.
Well, y'all were like chilling. We went on the train. Remember that, Ava? We went on the train. Even though Kai was like fighting.
She
to
wanted
sit
no
down.
fucking parts of that.
She didn't want to sit down. Like she
That's
was.
not my fault. So Ava, we were waiting in line for the train. So the American Dream Mall in Jersey is where we went. Like we went. Did you ever think that you'd be going on a family day outing with both your baby mamas?
No.
If somebody would have
it's-
told you 10 years ago, you're going to go to the mall with your baby mamas and both daughters.
That's interesting. I would be like, who you lying to, bro?
Because 10 years ago, how old was she? 10 years ago, you were 4. All right, you weren't here yet. So like 8 years ago, you were still
Yeah.
in Texas. So how old were you 8 years ago? Hello. You take math. What is this? 8 years? 8? 6? How old are you? 6? Okay. 6. How old? Yeah, 6. So if somebody would have told you when you got back that in a few years you'd be going to the mall with your baby mamas and your kids.
Oh no. Listen, even what we went through was like rough. So I'd be like, that's what I said. Who you lying to, bro? This one's trying to kill me every day.
Like I can't even be in the same room with this bitch.
Like this one's like waiting for me to break my leg or something, or like like
Incapacitate you.
yeah, like listen.
But we
So
had
no,
a nice
it was
day.
a great day though. It was really cool, and I mean, Kai had a lot of fun. I mean, as long as they have fun, I'm cool, and like you said, it's all about, I guess, building the relationships and nurturing what would be healthy for them, to grow together and stuff
See
like
each
that.
other and stuff.
See each other and
Did
stuff
you ever
like that.
think I'd be friends with one of your baby mamas?
No. I didn't. Well, let's just be frank. I didn't think I was gonna have more than one, but
Well, I kept that, and I said, so there are several things I said when she was first born, like when we found out we were having her. Some stuff I kept true, and other stuff I was like,
Oh,
all right, you
100%.
gotta kind of grow up a little bit. One of those things is I'm only ever gonna have one baby daddy. I refuse to have multiple baby daddies or children by multiple men, and I said that a long time ago, and here we are, fucking 15 years later, one baby daddy. That's it. Like, that's it.
That is
You
that
were
is
like-
true. You did hold your word.
You were
to
like,
it.
hold my beer.
Yeah.
2 baby mamas.
It wasn't planned that way, but listen. I think 4 between her and Kai, like they're amazing. So
Yeah, it's fun to see her be a big sister.
Yeah.
Also because she has to like bring like her energy is like up here because she's keeping up like with our energy and like with what we're doing. And now we can be like, get in the car, we're going to Target, or get in the car, we're going to wherever. Like we were driving home the other day, and where was Grandma and Grampy Ava? Was that the day Grandma was on her meeting? And we like there was no dinner, so I'm like, should we just make something at home? And we're like driving, and I was like, I don't really feel like making dinner. Let's
Yeah.
get Qdoba, and she's like, yeah. Like we can't do that with a baby.
no,
So
yeah,
it's like fun to see her like take that
yeah,
and like be a big sister and
yeah.
like do stuff like stick her on the train. So
yeah,
it's fun to see,
100%.
and like as a group too, like not just like all of us together.
Like super blended, like.
I am always curious
Like
though what
ninja.
people wonder like when they see us all together, like what the fucking dynamic is, because it's obvious both those kids are yours.
Right.
It's like super obvious that they belong to you. I'm not sure what people think me and Amanda are doing.
Sister wives.
Literally, like we're Mormons or something.
Yeah,
like we're
they-
Mormons visiting from Utah, like that guy with the skirt. Like we're
Yeah.
Mormons.
like I said, like when you first, I guess, when you first try to take that dynamic out into the world, and then you're like, okay, if even for like, I mean, obviously for everybody, it's like weird.
Yeah, because
You
people
know,
don't
it's
usually
like,
see that.
so it's weird, but I think because like on your end, you have made obviously the I don't even know the word I'm trying to use, but you became friends with her, and
I stopped being mean.
yeah, 100%. Like that's for like there'd probably be like people that's like, wow, she finally stopped being
Like,
mean.
wow,
Like it's
she
crazy.
stopped being she
So
stopped
it's like
being fucking wicked. Wow.
yeah, so it's like that there, and it's like too. It shows a great deal of just maturity for all parties, like all the adults, to get along and be together in a way so the kids can work on their
Can see
relationship
each other
and
and hang
see,
out.
yeah.
And it's
So I
that's
think it says a lot. I think of course you're gonna have the people in the background that are always trying to
questioning it
find
or
it in a
or like
negative
find it
light or
weird or think
whatever.
it's like not whatever, because I think one of the biggest questions is like, why can't we, like Amanda and I, just let you have them? And I do let Ava, obviously Ava's been
Yeah.
living there for years, but I don't think people see the other, like it looks like on the outside that we're like watching you watch them, not that like we're all going out because we all get along and we're gonna hang out and like whatever. Like there are times where you have just her, and like that's
No, of
separate.
course. Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
like, but it's also interesting because usually when you see that, it's because the mom of the youngest one needs to whatever. But you're not dating either of us, and we're all just like out, like as our
Yeah.
own people.
No,
So
hundred
it's like
percent.
it's another layer because usually you're dating at least one of them, and in this case you're
Right.
not. So now we're all just like there, kind of hanging out. And for me, it's like I don't need to be there to chaperone you with her. Like she'll figure it
No,
out.
100%.
And then with Kailani now she's getting bigger, so it's like, but
Yeah.
people are like, I don't get it.
And it's also interesting too because it's always like I feel like even just like even you have come a long way. Like you've been a big part of Kailani's life from.
Which blows my mind because did you ever think that I would
Oh my
be
god.
holding or interacting with, or that your like other child would not only know me but like recognize
Yeah.
and like want to like play with and
And it's pretty interesting because it's like the dynamic between like you and Kai would almost be like fun auntie, like
yeah,
like
literally
it's,
like, and it's like because then it, how are you gonna explain it? Like that's my sister's mom.
yeah,
Like huh? Like but
so
that's kind of like what it is. It's like fun auntie vibes because
yeah, and so that's what I think like a lot of people forget. Like, dude, there's probably things like this that have happened like years. Well, I'm talking about like eons before like us being this civilized. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I'm sure that there are. I mean,
because
blended families are not new. Blended families have been a thing forever, but I don't think anybody ever talks about it. And I
that's
think
the
people
thing.
are always like we said before. Our parents' generation was like, "There's a line, you don't do that." Like
Well,
if you
yeah,
drop the kids off with the dad and him and his new wife
yeah,
do whatever with the kids, and you go about your life. There's no like blended in the sense like we can all hang out.
right. And I always feel like everybody always says like, oh, like everybody uses the phrase like it takes a village to raise a kid. I feel like they use that so loosely, like. Because to me, honestly, I feel like even back in like Aztec days and stuff like that, when they were like these, there wasn't no. I mean, of course, it was rules and government and stuff like that, but it wasn't like how it was today. So it's
No,
like
it's not
I
today's
feel like
society.
yeah, if that leader went and had kids with whatever, like 3 women in his tribe,
But they did though. That was how it
that's
was
what I'm
back in the day.
saying.
Like
It's
they
like,
just had the leaders of the had kids wherever and
and
however.
that's what I'm saying, and like everybody kind of like blended in and helped. Now I'm not endorsing it,
No, but that's just what it
but
was.
that's
Like
what it was.
like humans
So,
were not always like one person. They
yeah.
weren't monogamous. They were polyamorous. Like
That's
it
what,
wasn't
and that's why I say like I feel like it's a beautiful thing in a way because like for the kids like for her and her sister they can grow together and be part of a strong
Yeah, and be able to share like the same
sibling
experiences and do
relationship.
those
Yeah,
things.
and instead of like growing up and seeing like not I don't want to say hate but
Hostility or tension
yeah.
and yeah, because we've said that before. But like like this, I was like thinking about it the other day, and I said it this morning when I saw my therapist too. And she's like, when I first met you, that would you would have never even entertained that idea.
Oh no.
Like you would never. And I've been seeing her since like 2017, like shortly after you came back. Shout out to her because I probably bought her an entire house with the amount of sessions I've had with this woman. But she's like think about when when she was younger and he had first
Yeah.
come back, like that would never have, you would have never considered it. And then it was like when I was there when Kailani was born. Like I
Yeah.
was at the hospital later that day. Like I went to go see her. Like I held her as when she was a few hours old.
No,
Like
100%.
you'd come after work and I'd be there with the baby.
Yeah.
Like you'd walk
And it was
in,
like honestly weird. It's like,
wrong baby mama, but right
yeah,
baby.
like yeah, I came to see this baby, but what are you doing here?
Where's the mother for this one? Because like Amanda, when she told me she was pregnant, and she's like it's surreal, and like I don't and I'm like she's like it's scary, and I'm like yeah, of course it's scary. And then she had her, and then her mom went back to work, and she's like I'm on maternity leave, I'm alone with this baby all the time, and she's like they don't sleep, and I'm like no they don't.
No,
They don't sleep at all,
100%.
bro. And then
Actually, just to throw you back to seeing you with Kai is like wearing mismatched socks.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
literally,
like,
wrong,
I just had to
wrong
like say
mom,
that.
wrong baby.
Yeah, so it was like, but it was weird, but it was actually pretty cool too.
Well, because I've hung around with Kailani, but I don't think you've seen me with Kailani like for a long period of time.
Well, yeah,
Like
so,
interacting with her. So, and like, because, now that I live further away, I don't see her as often. And it, like, it makes me so happy that she remembers me. Like, she
Oh, yeah, like when
immediately
she sees you,
recognizes who it is. She warms up and then she's good.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you guys were waiting to go on the train, I was like, let me go, like, stand behind something because she kept wanting me to pick her back up. And I was like, I'm not going on the train, baby. You're going on the train.
yeah, and it was so funny because like me and Ava were like, it was funny because we were talking and we saw you playing with Kai, and like, of course Kai's like climbing up you with her legs.
Yeah,
We're
Ava
like,
was like, I can't climb your pants. And I'm
Well-
like, you're 140 pounds. No, you can't climb my
well,
fucking
I'm not gonna
pants.
lie, I was the one that started that conversation because I was like, yo, Ava, if that was you, you'd be in trouble right now. She was
Well,
like,
yeah, because look how big she is now. Could you imagine if she would have walked over and been like, Mom, hold my hand so I can climb your leg? I would have a broken fucking femur. We would have both fell over. We would have needed somebody to call us 911.
No, 100%.
Okay.
It was funny though. I'm just like, yo, look, this person who is so like, wants everything to be in
Very
good
type
stand.
A.
Yeah, like
Very like
now you got this little baby just like crawling on.
Walking
and I'm
up
just
my
like-
legs.
I'm like, okay.
just like walking up my like.
if we did that, if we even accidentally scuffed her shoe, it'd be over.
because and I sometimes I don't know where we were walking and she like because she doesn't walk in a straight line, she like bumps into you and I'm like, can you fucking walk straight for fuck's sake? She's like, oh god, and I'm like, walk in a straight line.
but if it's a baby, it
Well,
don't
because
matter.
she's like learning how to use. She's like
No,
a baby
of course,
deer.
of course.
She's like
But-
Bambi.
No, of course, I get it. But it's just so funny how everything changes as you like kind of grow up.
As you get older, you
Yeah,
like mellow
that's-
out a little bit. And
But
then
no,
she goes, what did you say about the kids and the cats? She goes, because and Ava was like, come on, Kailani. And Ava's like, she was like paying attention to me. Ava's like, kids and cats, babies and cats.
Yeah, no, listen, you have a knack for those kind of things.
Like small defenses.
Like, listen, I'm telling you, we adding this to your resume. Fun auntie. That's what we adding. Fun auntie.
That's what my brother and sister have kids, like what it's going to be. And then it's like, I can go play, like have fun. Even with my godson, go play, have fun. And then I'm like, out.
Like, yeah,
because
this one belongs to you now.
there you go. Like when we left at the end of the
Yeah.
day, I was like, when she was starting to get real tired and cranky, and I was like, my ride home's going to be quiet.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Not a peep will be had in my car.
Oh, yeah. The one thing I will say is Kai is a lot more quiet than when Ava was like smaller.
Ava was loud. Ava's volume setting is always here.
Yeah.
Like, but at all times. And I don't think she realizes the volume setting is that loud either.
No,
I don't know if she
100%.
realizes her default setting is like 11.
Yeah. And I feel like you know what it is? It gets like, I don't know. It's like her emotion setting is set on excitement.
Yes.
So it's like you say something she doesn't like, it gets loud. You say something she does like, she gets loud.
Yeah, everything
So
is like elevated volume.
So it's like, yo, my man, just chill for 2 seconds. Like, yo, relax.
Calm it down, bro.
But that's also the fun part too of having
A really big one and
a really big
small
one and a really small one, because then you get to see how she learns to control her emotions and become her own person and fit into her own skin, I guess.
Yeah, and like be that like role model figure and
Yeah.
like, play with her and stuff, like just seeing her walk with her and stuff, and like
Yeah.
like shoo her one way or the other, like
Yeah.
just to see all those things. And then she's gonna get bigger, and then she'll be like able to to repeat everything Ava says, and like
Oh,
want
yeah.
she'll like able to have her nails done, and she'll want her nails done and things like that. So it's
And
like,
the funny part is, like, one of Ava's stride is like 10 of
I know,
Kai's. She's
because of
like,
how long her legs are. She's like, she's got my legs. Like, she's got
Yeah,
long fucking
so
legs.
it's
So
so funny.
Ava's like, Ava's like shuffling, and the baby's like taking she's like, relax.
calm down.
Yeah, and, like Kailani's like trying to keep up, and Ava's just like,
Yeah. She's trying to slow down for the baby, and the baby trying to keep
the baby's
up.
trying to run.
She's like, yo, hold on, give me a second. But no, I think it was a fun day. I liked it a lot.
I think
You
it was
know,
good.
Everybody had a great
let
day.
them do. I wish it wasn't raining every fucking Saturday in New York. We could have done like pumpkin picking or something, which is
I
what we
know,
originally when we started like brainstorming that day,
Yeah.
was to do pumpkin picking, and then I kept looking at the weather. Every Saturday was rain, and we're like, okay, we need
Yeah.
like a backup plan.
Yeah, it's so, I don't know. The weather's weird.
Wasn't cooperating at
It's
all.
weird.
But and it's funny because I posted the reel afterwards.
I
to
did
spend
see
the
that.
day.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, so and he was like, you didn't do the voice this time, and I was like, I couldn't get that shit to work for anything. It was pissing me off. Oh my god, I sat here for like 45 minutes trying to get the voiceover to stick to the video, and then I did, and then it was off, not on the right, and I was just like, you know what? We're just gonna submit it with the cute music.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
That's
it still came out pretty dope, though.
It did. Like, I edited
it.
because I make the CapCut templates, bro. I
Listen, we gonna have to have a training session on that.
and CapCut. I love CapCut.
Listen, so
I make all those videos, those templates. I make them myself.
so the next time you drop her off, you gotta show me what you're doing. You gotta show me what you're doing.
It's so it's
'Cause-
easy. It seems really difficult because sometimes I have to put like
Because I use the ones that they
clips.
generate.
Yeah, but you have to do so. There's the templates that are pre-made, and there's the AI ones. When you put it in there, and then you're able to pick and choose like bits and pieces from different templates. So you're able to like, all right, here's like I want these transitions, but this text and this fade out and this. You're able to like customize it and like we'll click into edit
What?
more, and it brings up this bar at the bottom that kind of looks like this, and you can edit chunks and like put
Okay.
effects on certain parts of the video and like move the words around.
And you're doing
stuff.
this all on your phone.
Yeah. Yep,
You're not
I do it
doing
my
this
phone.
on the PC.
On the PC or the computer, I find it way harder. I do it all off my phone. I edit everything off my phone. Except the actual podcast video, obviously.
Okay. So now
yeah.
we'll have a little training session
On
that.
that, yeah. But that also, like, when my therapist said that, got me thinking because, like, you see Ava and you see Kailani together, and they're born in two different generations. Like, Ava's in a different generation than Kailani is. I think she's a Z, and Kailani is part of Gen Alpha. It begins again. It's A. So she's part of that generation. So it's funny to see, like, just how, like, they're raised in two different households. They have obviously the same dad, but they have two different moms. So, like, it makes you, like, makes me think because sometimes, and I watch her now too, like, with her interactions with her friends and her social circle and the choices she makes. And she makes choices sometimes that are very similar to mine, but they're not choices she's known I've made. If that makes
Right.
sense. Like, it's a choice that I've made in my life, but she doesn't know I made it, if that makes sense. She never saw so, like, how much of who we are and what we do is, like, ingrained in us, like, nature, how much of it is taught. So nature, like, versus nurture. Like, how many things are, like, just ingrained in us to do and be a certain way, and how many things are we taught, either consciously, like, we're teaching you right from wrong, or just you learn it because that's how I do it.
Yeah. No, I
And
can
you
see
would
that.
see that more clearly with them because you get them both like from different moms. So you're able to see how, and Kalani's really little right now, but you're able to see how they interact, just how even when she was little, how different they are based on the environment
And
they're raised
that's
in.
what I think, and I think that's what I'm waiting to see, like with Kai when she gets a little bit older, because I definitely do think, like, even though Ava looks like me,
Well, we saw that with the jeans thing, bro. She's all me.
she's more you on the inside. Like, she's very,
The parts are me.
yeah, she gets very, like, up here, like, especially, like, when things are happening and she gets like I remember that with, like, certain situations where she was, like, you could tell the like, when your emotions are getting to you.
They get high. And it takes a while to learn to control that.
Yeah, and I don't know. Kai is very more laid back, but I want to wait and see till she can experience the world a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right now she's young,
Yeah, she's
so it
experienced
could
only
be
her
that
people.
that's why
But
she's like
you
back.
also kind of see it too, like if you take something, like take her iPad away, or you tell her
she
no.
she get
like
lit.
does
She's
she
very,
does she
yes.
react like she would react? Because we used to take that iPad away, and it was in the bumper case. Because if you took it and she knew you were coming to take it, she'd throw it.
Yeah, she
Like it was in that
yo,
protective case because if she knew you were coming for that shit, she was eating it.
and that's the crazy part. Is like Kai doesn't really. She doesn't eat the item. She comes for you directly. Like if you're,
She's coming for your knees.
yeah. So like if I take this from Kai and she gets upset, she's like, "Hey, yo, bro," and then she's like,
Well, because she slapped Amanda with the cookie, and then took the cookie away.
yeah,
And Amanda's like,
yeah.
we don't hit.
Yeah, she gets lit with her hands versus where it's like, like where Ava used to throw the thing because she knew you were like. And
Well,
like,
Ava did that, but Ava's done that her whole life. She did it with the iPad, and then when she got her first pair of AirPods, I told her she did something, and I was like, "Well, put the AirPods and whatever on the counter," and she like tossed it on the counter, and I was like, "Yes." When you got on the counter in Queens, when it was the Switch and the AirPods and something else, and you just like tossed it onto the counter like dramatically, and I was like, "She's done that since she was before she could speak."
yeah, no, I mean, if God tried to throw her hands with me when she get older, she could get uppercut. But but not like that's what I noticed. Like I noticed she's more, and it's so weird because it's more she's more confrontational. Like if you take something from her, she comes instead of going for the item, she comes for you.
Because you
It's
took
like,
it away.
oh, okay.
Well,
You tried to take my
Ava
shit.
gets more emotional.
Yeah.
With those things, like she doesn't come for you. She takes it more introspectively and has like a meltdown where Caroline's like looking for vengeance.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I'm like, yo, dude, chill, bro. Like, give me this, and she's like, ah, and
Yeah,
she tries
she
to
never
hit you, and it's like,
she never hit. She just like lost her beans.
yeah. So I'm about to tell
Like,
Kai, like, yo, bro, you keep fucking with me, I'm gonna chop you in your throat, bro.
knock her
Yeah,
over.
yeah, that's it.
She's like, what? Ava's like, what are your knees, Ava? Like when you stand side by side with her. Like
Yeah, I
you're a
think
little bit
so.
taller
Just
than her
about
knees.
that, yeah.
Just like in the picture, like it's like.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, literally. So it's like, but it's also pretty cool, like to see the dynamic between them. It's gonna be interesting once Kai gets a little bit older.
Yeah, and Ava's
can
like able to
communicate
drive.
better.
Well, I think even further down that, like when Kai's in middle school and Ava's like in college, and she's like her
yeah.
cool older sister can come get her for the weekend and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But that also like lends itself to obviously when in college she'll obviously still live here with me. But then if Ava were to be like, "Hey Amanda, I'm gonna come get Kailani. Can she spend the weekend with me?"
Mm-hmm.
Amanda knows she's coming here and that she'll be safe and taken care of because I've been part of Kailani's life her whole life.
Yeah.
So, like, that's, just like when, you were dating Amanda and you'd be like, we're going over here. I knew she was safe. Amanda would come sometimes and get Ava without you.
Mm-hmm.
Or she'd take Ava places when you were
Yeah.
at work or whatever. So knowing that this other person is keeping my kid safe is huge. Like,
that's why I always say it goes back to being like that village. Like you gotta have the people, and I get it. Everybody's like, oh, my family. And yes, your family, and I get that because they're okay. Yes,
that's like
your
your
family,
built-in village. I
Yeah,
feel
like
yeah,
your
because my
family
family
always has
very
the
much a
best
village. I mean,
interest.
even to today, they're a village. Like when because I got to go all the way to Midtown. Like my dad will take her.
Yeah.
My sister, drops her to this event or that event. Like you have those core people,
Yeah.
but having other people that that's not traditional. I think
Exactly.
because being like I say all the time. Like I go to I think it was like Hobby Lobby or Big Lots with her. With the baby, and they're like, she's so cute, whatever. And then somebody was like, you look great. And I was like, what? And I was like, this is not my baby. I was
This one
like,
don't belong to me.
this ain't, I didn't pop this one out. I didn't hatch this one. It belongs to the same dad as my kid, but I didn't hatch it. And they're like, oh, okay, have a good day.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
all right,
like,
that's
great.
interesting.
But to like have that support and have that you have those people, that are like,
Yeah.
Ava, what are you doing?
I think she's using the mirror on the back of her phone. That's why I was like, so
I
confused.
was like, what are you? I was like, that's not the camera, bro. What are you looking at? I was like, Ava, you got it. Ava, you got it wrong. The camera's the other side. I'm like, you tired, bro? What's happening? I forgot she has a mirror case on. But like to have the other people around that you trust your child with is like,
No,
it's
100%.
even when I went to visit Amanda when the baby was born, the nurse is like, is this your sister? And she's like, no, this is my friend. And I'm like, please don't say this is my baby dad's first baby mama. And people are like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
like I said, it's
because
always
people don't get it. They don't. It's unheard of. You don't.
Yeah.
Like it's not it's not a normal occurrence when, like I said, especially when you're not dating either mom, that the moms are like, it'd be one thing if you were dating Amanda and if you
Yeah.
lived together and I had to see her all the time and we're both raising your kids, but we're like together, like
Yeah.
we're
No,
friends,
no,
we
no.
go
Yeah.
we go do stuff, whatever. That's like that you had that support of another mom and another mom that has also been in your shoes essentially.
And I think also too that's like it's also very good too because it can also help too like as somebody you trust like like that person may see something or know something that you don't know.
Yeah, because you're figuring out for the first time.
Yeah.
Like now at this point, like I feel like I'm a seasoned veteran because she's a teenager, she's in high school. Like
Yeah.
I've run the gamut. Granted, her being little was a long ass time ago, but I still remember it.
Yeah.
But it's weird for me to see because when Ava was Kailani's age, I wasn't back in school yet. Maybe I was. Yeah, Kailani's about to be 2. So Ava was turning 2
Yeah.
when I was back in school. So like I was in a totally different space personally when I had a kid that age.
No, 100%.
So like some of those things, like my sister would have to put her to bed, or like
Yeah.
that was before FaceTime, so she'd have to call me to say goodnight. Like I'd step out of class, and my sister would be like, "Ava's gonna call you now," and I'd step out of class and be like, "Hi, Beans," and she'd be like, "Are you coming home?" And I'm like, "No, I have class for a little bit longer." Like she remembers those things. It wasn't like traditional where I was like home to tuck her in
Yeah.
at night. Like sometimes I wasn't home, so like those things, like it's weird to see it's like. Not like how you're supposed to do it because I did everything ass backwards, but like just to see like the different like the dynamic is like it's different.
It's very different, and I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say. I mean, I wouldn't say that we're not seasoned veterans, but it's so crazy to see like how things were when she was born, and then how things are now. And I'm talking about like doctor procedures.
Oh yeah, all
things
the
that are
protocol.
recommended.
Like
and
she used to,
protocols and stuff.
they used to have our.
It's insane.
We had a.
Like,
She
how much
slept in
things
that
different.
like wrap up thing and the cheese wedge. Remember the cheese wedge?
That's what I remember.
The cheese wedge was my favorite because she was fat. She was like small and fat and squishy. So she's not now. She's not fat. She's like now. She's like a fucking praying mantis. So she was like, but she was a small Buddha baby. Like she was small and big cheeks, and you'd wrap her up in this thing. I was about to say, do you remember that? But you were like fucking 6
Yeah.
hours old, so you definitely don't remember
Definitely
that.
don't remember
that. But like, I'm sure you've seen pictures of you in that thing.
Oh my god.
So it was like
Dude.
it was like a swaddle for idiots because it was like you stuck the baby in the pouch, and then you like
Yeah.
put the Velcro up to like her chin, and then you swoosh, whoosh, and then it was a cheese wedge, and they had us now babies sleep on their back. When she was born, she was like kind of tilted to the side,
Yeah.
and that's how you had her sleep, and then I had to I'd alternate sides.
Mm-hmm.
When I woke her up for feedings, I'd like put her back in the fucking burrito, and that's how she got her name. Like that's
Yeah.
where her name came from. That's where her nickname, well, not her actual.
And we had
her
to.
name-
Your
her name
mom
on-
had to make sure you slept on different sides so your head didn't like.
get flat in the back.
Yeah.
And you have a fucking weird shaped dome. I used to wrap her up and then I'd alternate sides. That she looked like a burrito. That's where she got her name.
Yeah.
And then my sister started calling her Beanie Burrito.
Mm-hmm.
So I was calling her Burrito, and then my sister called her Beanie Burrito, and then it just turned into Beans. So that's what it became. But just to see that, like, you had to, wrap her up and put them on their side, kind of. Now, like, when Kailani was born, it's sleep on your back.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing in the crib. She had bumpers in her crib.
Yeah,
Like, she had
that's
stuff.
what I was saying.
Now
There's,
there's, nothing. The
Yeah.
bottles are different. Like, everything was different. And I'm just like, that's crazy. Because
Yeah.
she's not 25.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
so much
Like,
has changed.
Yeah, it was just interesting to find out. Like even like the little, them having like a little cat bed. I call it a cat bed.
Oh, the
But
little pink
remember
thing.
the little pink thing?
Yes. So
Like
she didn't have that.
That's what I'm saying. She
had
didn't
the
have
boppy,
one of those.
The boppy, and
Yeah.
then you would just take if she fell asleep somewhere and you didn't want to disturb her, you just kind of put a fortress around her.
Yeah.
Like, you just took all the couch pillows, you put some on the floor so she rolled off, she didn't hit the hardwood floor.
Yeah.
And then you put the pillows around so that she kind of just stayed there and you just kept an eye out to make sure she didn't
Yeah.
roll around. Now she had that pink thing and there was all this other stuff
Yeah.
and all these
I was
crazy things. And it's
I was like, this is
just
crazy.
yeah, I'm all this stuff, and I'm because I would when I'd watch her for Amanda, I'm like, there are so many things and
Yeah, 'cause they had the
baby Keurig, the formula Keurig, that shit
That's
blew
fire.
my fucking
That
mind.
is fire. If
when-
we would have had that.
Oh my god, my nights would have been so much. So remember
Yeah.
the silver pot grandma has? She makes the garlic and oil in it, the garlic with the oil. That's the pot we used to warm your bottle up in. Not with garlic and oil in it,
Yeah.
obviously. Just so you had these little there was sizes. The first bottle was this big, then it got this big, and then it was the full size
Yeah.
one. But that pot, we'd boil water, make it hot, and then we put the bottle in it to warm the milk, and then we'd feed you. So that was 10 minutes where you were screaming and wailing, waiting for food, instead of pressing the fucking Keurig thing and making a thing about. I was
That's
like,
what I was, and
what
that's
the
the funny part.
fuck?
That's what I told. Man, I was like, yo, this shit is crazy to me.
Like, this is
you
like
literally
21st
just press
century
a
living.
button
Yeah, it's
and you
warm.
put the
I was
day
like, fucking space machine. Yeah.
and I'm like, wait, what?
I
This
was
is
like,
yo,
bro. I was like, meanwhile, here's this fucking baby screaming her brains out because I'm
Word.
trying to like warm it up, and I'm like, that's wild.
I forgot what they call that. What was it? What it
Brezza,
actually?
the baby
Baby brezza. I do recommend that for people.
That thing was
are
fucking
gonna
lit.
have
I love that
newborns.
thing.
Yeah, baby brezza. Like, yo, put it right next to your Keurig. You and your baby drinking coffee.
That's
You know what I'm saying? That's
honestly,
crazy.
she drinks coffee, so you got her making fucking coffee,
Yeah.
and then the baby making.
And Kai got a little brezza thing going.
Yeah.
And that was a cool item that I saw. Like, I was like, yo, that's how you know the future is here. Like, everything is becoming.
I will
like,
never
easier.
experience that except for when my siblings have kids and I like watch them.
Dude,
And
yeah,
that's
you gotta
it.
get ready
I
for the
don't-
baby brezzas.
Well, you're gonna watch them too. Ava's gonna be
Big
a
cousin.
baby. Yeah, Ava's gonna be a babysitter connoisseur.
Oh,
Between
Lord.
my siblings and my friends that have kids, oh my god, you're gonna rack out. You're just gonna be. Yes, they do.
What?
Yeah, like babysitters get minimum wage. That's $15. Actually, it's gonna be $16 an hour in January.
Yeah.
So, and all you have to do is get your working papers, which we're gonna get you in. Wake up, bitch. We're gonna get you in March. But then all you need to do is take a CPR course. It's like if they eat something they shouldn't eat and they start choking, you know how to like get it out of their mouth.
You get paid a little bit more for that too.
Yeah, so then you can just like watch
certificate.
people's fucking kids. And when they get a little bit bigger, I feel like if they're choking, you just like slap in the back of the head and it'll. But I just like all of that, like watching, because that Kailani was like the first baby, like little baby that I had been around since Dominic, my godson. But I was around her a lot because I lived so close, and like just I'd like sniff her because she like smelled really good.
Yo, listen, I think baby smell, like baby products smells, like especially when they just get out the
just
bath.
babies smell. Like
It's like,
baby.
oh, you're so cute.
I would just like I sniff Gibby, just sniff the baby.
Yeah, like, oh
And
my
she'd be
God.
like, "Stop, that's embarrassing."
No, it's so good. Like the Johnson. I don't know what Johnson & Johnson be using. Like they, I don't know. They devil people,
I think
bro.
she used Davina or Dove. She was.
I don't know, something, but it's all, I don't care. Whatever product it is, if it's made for a baby, when they get out the bath and their head is dried up and you put that little
Fluff
thing in
them a
their
little bit.
hair and just the body
Remember the
wash,
Velcro
and shampoo,
bows you put
everything
in
was
her hair?
crazy. Oh my God.
Because you had no hair. We just Velcro. It was a bow that had like a Velcro thing, and we just pick up your little strands of hair and we'd Velcro that bitch on there.
Oh my God.
It would just like stick on your hair.
We gotta get photos of these things.
I have that. That's the picture I have. Yes, I'm gonna find that picture. It's on my Facebook. So, and that picture we took the day before I realized she had jaundice. Because that picture, I looked at it and I was like, maybe the setting on the camera was fucked up because she looked a little yellow. And I was like, nah, might be the camera. And then I looked at her the next day and I was like, you're not supposed to be this color.
Yeah, no.
Wrong. Bad. I'm like, you look like mustard. I was like, Ma,
Yo,
something's happening here.
I think like we tried the bow thing. Her and her sister, and it.
Well, Kailani has way more hair than Ava.
Yeah,
like,
Kailani still hates it.
I couldn't put those thingies in Ava's hair till after her third birthday. Her third birthday was the first birthday I was able to put stuff in her hair. And then she had like the comb over for a while.
Kailani would wear it for like 2 minutes.
She left it in all day though when we were at the mall.
Bro, I guess she was showing out for you because she don't like them shits, bro. She she leave it on for a little bit, like take a picture.
And then she's like, I'm done with that shit.
Yeah.
She didn't leave it in either. I drop her to daycare. Drop her off in the morning. She'd be mad cute. Her little matching fit. She'd be all set. I pick her up. Look like she ran a triathlon.
Yeah.
Look like she just went through a Tough Mudder. And I'm like, what the fuck did you do all day?
No.
Like all wrinkled, like fucking sweaty and wrinkled. Hair like fucking definitely had like went like this with food. Had food in her hair. Like crispy.
Well, that is one thing I'll say. When Ava does something, she does it to the max.
She went to school and she schooled.
She
went for it and
commits to it. That's
she
for sure.
committed. And then I was like,
But
Jesus Christ.
it's like like you get like, and it's like you get to the thing, or it's like she's so committed that sometimes it's like
She's in the zone.
like she gets in the zone because it was actually funny because like we were talking like we were like even like with the Fortnite stuff, and I tell her like, yo, listen, you get so competitive, dude, that you leave people behind.
Competitive.
You know what I mean? And
So insanely competitive.
It's like I don't fault you for being competitive because listen,
That's you because you used to get mad when we.
you have your gamer moments.
Yeah,
It's like you're a gamer, so I get it.
She
you know what I mean?
she would like she gets real into it, and I play because it's fun. Like I don't
You played the most boring game on this earth.
Well,
I don't.
hold on.
I don't.
Wait.
So they like you and her play the game
We
for
play to
like
win,
what it's
yeah.
intended, but you
Yeah.
also like she looks at those things. What are they? Quests each week.
Yeah, quest.
I call them challenges, whatever. She looks at them each week and she does them. Like she like reads what the directions are and then she does it. I don't give a fuck about those things.
No, 100%.
I literally land. The way I used to play GTA is how I approach every game. I'm just in
you
it
just
to
play
fuck around and find
you just
out.
play to play.
I'm
yeah.
just playing to play. So I get in
So
that
you're not
game
playing story
and
mode.
I figure out I'm not playing the story mode. I'm not playing how you're supposed to play at all. So I
You
find,
just there for the 5-star chases.
I'm 5 there for the chases, for whatever. But then I do 2 things. I identify several spots in corners of the map because that line changes consistently.
Well, yeah, it goes
I
back
find
and
different
forth from side to
areas,
side.
different towns, or what are they called? Locations?
Like little villages, POIs.
Poise. I find different poise, and I memorize the location. I memorize the spot where all the chests are.
Oh, good luck
Like,
with the brain disappearing.
I'm gonna be so sad, but
Oh,
I
yes,
memorize.
that's right. Chapter 5,
it's
Season
gonna
1.
change- every time the map
Actually,
changes,
it's
it's
going.
stressful.
I don't know if you remember. I know you don't remember, and I damn know for
No,
sure.
didn't
I
start
don't
playing for a
remember.
couple- so I
But
think during
supposedly the
pandemic-
rumor is Chapter 5, Season 1 is OG Fortnite
Yeah.
map
Starting
back to Very 1.
Because if,
At the
you know,
original, I
if
did. She
Mother
showed me
listened
that.
To me
I don't
and
care.
went to Kato's place, you'll see when you kill him.
I'm here to tell you, we don't care.
When you go and after you kill him,
She does all this research.
in the back. There's
Yeah.
there's
The time machine,
the
yeah.
machine that he goes
Meanwhile,
back. He
I'm
takes
like-
everything. So now our job is to go back. Which is the whole point of the snapshots to get everybody. You go after him, take everything back, and then you get brought back to
No.
season 1 and you do everything that you need to do.
I'm not doing any of that. It's gonna happen whether I go through that process or not. I'm gonna land in the map.
If you land there and you're there for about 8 out of the
Yes.
12 storms.
I'm gonna because
and I'm like, Mom,
because
I have no
you get
kills
that.
to be moved.
I don't give a fuck about the kills.
Or
If that
there's
if
nothing
that
left there.
yes there
You're
is.
just there.
I'm foraging.
What are you?
What?
What are
I'm
you-
foraging.
you're
I'm leaving
forging
no
a connection
stone
with the-
unturned. First of all, if I claim that land is mine.
Bro.
Anybody who comes into that space is gonna fuck around and find out because there's not shit in there for them. I don't die. Listen,
I just
I
wanna
made it to
know.
second place after you and Dad went vampire hunting. I made it to second fucking place in trios by myself.
But you panic and you die.
I made it to second place. My panic was justified because I came in second place, fucking booking it across the map. My strategy was foolproof
Listen.
because I'm top 10 with my bullshit. So
With
we're
your
gonna land
bullshit.
with my bullshit. We're gonna
Yo.
land in the place that I know because if we land someplace, I don't like change in Fortnite in life.
You picked the wrong game for not liking change.
I don't because you guys want to go all these. They had me in the fucking Bayou, right? And then I wait a week because the first few days pissed me the
guess what?
fuck
You
off.
can't wait a week because now that we stream on Tuesday,
Yeah,
we're
and-
3 days into the
And
new
all
season.
you're gonna
Yeah.
hear is
in.
whoever tunes in today. I'm gonna be complaining like an old
Yo.
woman. But I don't like change in any capacity. When the bus takes a different route to work, I get pissed the fuck off. Okay, a meeting gets moved, pissed the fuck off. They move my fucking cheese in Fortnite, pissed the fuck off.
That's what I'm saying. You about
I
to,
no,
you
I
about
wait
to
for her to
experience
tell me.
heartache.
She sends me information. She
You-
she sends me things, and then she tells whatever she really likes. I know that it's a dangerous place to be. Whatever place on the map she wants to go to, I know I'm gonna die.
Because
I'm
we
gonna
have
be
to go
pissed
there.
off. No, I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do.
Because she knows-
I don't have to do anything.
She knows the second I wake up on November 4th, she's
You know,
gonna get all the
Ava
information,
scouts.
battle passes
Ava
are gonna
scouts,
be
right?
bought,
Yeah, she scouts
places are gonna be
everything.
discovered,
Yeah,
challenges are gonna be done.
that's her job. So she has to like scout. My map will be gray. She'll pick places, and then if she's like, "I love this place," I'm like, "We're never going there." And then because I know that place has there's some type of danger that lurks there.
Because you
But
know
there is no danger.
There's-
where
yes,
the
there is.
danger is
where
the good stuff.
No,
is.
I make it work. I am
With your
ingenuity.
weapon.
That's fine. That's
You gotta
ingenuity.
get the good stuff.
No.
Get the mythics.
Listen,
Yo, listen,
calculated risk.
Listen, I had a great weekend this weekend killing vampires and taking
No.
his soul.
Because you know what? Work smarter, not harder. I am very
We don't
corporate.
work harder. We do
No,
work
I do.
smarter.
Literally I landed every time I've landed in that place.
You don't listen.
I land and I'm
don't listen.
immediately angry.
You don't know.
Why?
I land
Hold on.
immediate
You
rage.
don't
See,
listen.
but
No.
see, no. This is
That
what
place-
I'm saying. See, where we see adventure and
I see
competition
fucking
and stuff like
annoyance.
that, your mother sees
Aggravation.
aggravation, too much competition.
I don't need that.
I'm gonna die because there's 18 gliders above me.
There's gliders. There's a fucking laser beam
See, like this-
identifying me as I'm
see,
fucking moving.
listen, Where
I'm
we
not here
see,
for it.
Where we
You
see,
don't know how to land, you grab a
No,
gun, shoot the
because-
guy in the side,
No.
knock
Because
the other guy, and then go
no,
down.
She
because
doesn't want that.
there's 3 guns I will use in that game successfully. If that's not the gun, no.
What
There's
guns?
3 guns. What is the shotgun?
Okay, there's the infiltrator, the
The
Maven.
infiltrator is the one I like, and the
Mm-hmm.
Maven's my second if I can't find it. So I like that one. I like
Oh,
the
I don't
AR
know.
and the
Mm-hmm.
new one that they put out, that new AR. That one I liked, but before that
Which
it
one,
was
the
just
twin
the Havoc.
mag?
Yeah.
Or the
but
DMR.
but the Havoc is usually my go-to,
Yeah,
and
Havoc
then
is-
sometimes, if needed, if in a dire situation, I could use the pistol. Anything else, we're fucked.
So
you
you're
might as
telling
well
me-
you might as well give me a fucking slingshot because we have a better chance. You might as well give me
So, listen,
a
this-
fucking
Wait.
a moose tranquilizer because I'm not going. I picked up. She goes. I said fine. The very last time when I decided that I was done with this because then I look at myself and I'm like, this is supposed to be fun and I'm angry.
Yo,
So she tells me to land, and I'm like, okay. So we all land, like, she pings the roof, we land on the roof. I land on the roof, I pick up a fucking scoped fucking,
oh, that one is
the-
trash.
yes.
Wait,
Wait,
wait.
no.
No,
So I
no,
pick
no,
that
no,
up.
no, no, no.
I pick that up. She's like, just pick up any gun. So I pick up a gun. It's a gun I can't use. Somebody's running at me. The scope is like zoomed all in. If I see his feet, he's all up on. He chopped me to death because he got
Fire.
so close.
Oh, he hit you with the axe?
Because I couldn't shoot him because the zoom is so close.
Stop aiming.
I have to aim. I can't aim when I'm aiming, and you want me to not aim. I can't even aim when the thing is locked. I can't do that. You want me to fucking free ball it?
So you're telling me out of the pistol, the scope burst, the combat,
No.
I'm not gonna
scope
lie, I hate the
the
scope.
AR,
Nope.
the twin mag,
Nope,
I hate
the
all
those.
Maven, the
Yeah.
infiltrator, the wood stake, and the sharp tooth. You can
What the
only
fuck is
use
a wood
3
stake?
of those.
Yes. The
the wood
scoped
stake is the
SMG,
shotgun with the
that
little
is like
spider
it's
leg.
like a I don't like that either.
That one's
The scoped SMG is like shooting on a
No,
lawnmower.
no, I hate that one. I
It's
don't
like,
even pick it up.
Okay,
I
I
will
also
never
picked
pick
up
it
that
up
one
if
by
I see it.
accident, and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm running for my life looking for another gun. She's like, just come down the stairs. There's 80 stairs in there. There's 85 fucking stairs.
Why
You're not
is-
leaving a trail of fucking breadcrumbs for me to follow. You're already downstairs. I walked down one staircase, nothing. Walked down another staircase, nothing. I walked down another staircase, fucking laser beams. And I'm like, all of this work when I could just go to an upgrade station with all my gold and just buy these guns
I'm
anyway.
telling you, when me
Who
dad-
wants to do this
when me dad
for
and
already
dad-
gold guns? Not me. I'm gonna pick up a green one and I'm gonna go ball out of that fucking upgrade machine because I saved my gold. So we're gonna take the money
Listen,
and we're just gonna. That is the
Listen.
mantra for my
That's
life.
the whole point of
No,
one gun in downstairs, not one gun. Oh, this guy's
No.
One gun downstairs.
I can't use that gun.
One gun. Let him chase you downstairs, and then all of us are down.
I don't know where I'm going. You know what's happening when you're chasing me?
He's one gun in downstairs.
What
All right.
stairs? He's chasing me.
Follow us.
He's chasing me all around that house because I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Eventually, I've had people leave because they don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm just running all around, and
Yeah.
they're just like, I don't even want to kill this person anymore because
Yo,
they're
they
clearly
think you're like NPC.
they're
like-
clearly stupid, and I'm trying to find where they are, like where she is, and I'm just running all over the fucking house, and they're like, all right, let's go, and I'm like, go where, bro? I didn't even get to go to the fucking vault. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like in the game, and then I was like, this is supposed to be like haha fun, and I'm like, this is work. I'm
Well,
like, I don't
Follow us.
everything that I do in life from this game to like I'm gonna pay to make it the most convenient for me.
Well, no, of course, but
Like-
listen, like I said, I'm not going that deep into the argument, like how Ava is with the having fun. Like I said, I think, and this is for if we had a conversation. There's 2 type of gamers. So you have the gamers that just play. They just play.
That's me. I'm here to play.
They just play.
They have-
Then you have the other gamers that are like, I'm gonna be the best. Like
I'm
I don't
just
care.
here
I'm
to fuck
killing and
around.
demolishing everybody.
No, I'm just like
You know what I'm
I'm just here to be here.
So that's why I can kind of level wave because I feel like that's how it was when we were playing
yeah,
Halo.
yep,
all
yeah.
those
Because when we
years, and-
played online and I'd keep dying, you'd be like, "What the hell, Sam?"
Yes.
Whereas when we were like playing in like that creator mode together,
Yeah.
it was like less high stakes. But for me, it was just like I'm playing because it's funny and like it's fun and something to do.
Yeah.
But like,
So it's like
Then-
even like I told her this weekend too. Like my boy was saying it. We were talking. She's good. She just gets too overconfident.
Yeah,
There's
she gets very
times
cocky.
where she's way ahead of me and my friend. We're playing where she's
does it tough,
200 meters out.
yeah, and
Then she dies, and it's like, well, come kill him. He's won. And I'm like, bro,
by the time I get
I'm
there,
coming,
he's healed and gone on vacation.
but yeah, I'm coming for you. But I'm gonna let you know this match is done.
Yeah, we're
Because
done.
once we get there,
That's even worse when it's me and
It's-
her because she like where she like looks for the confrontation. I'm like, oh, they're shooting that way. We're gonna go this way.
Yeah.
She
Like,
goes
no, go
for
this
it,
way.
but she'll be in it, and then she'll like walk. She'll like come upon a squad, and
I'll
she'll
kill
kill like
them.
2 of them, but now there's 2 left. And she's like, Mom, they're one shot. And I'm like, I need at least 6 before I even make contact. And you tell me they're one fucking shot.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I have the hand-eye coordination of a fucking one-eyed nun, and you're telling me to fucking shoot them. I'm like,
No, 100%.
I'm like, where?
And
Where
that's
are they?
that's the one
He
only
does that
one
too. When I
thing.
die and I'm like waiting for the card to get rebooted, I'm spectating him. The person's right here, and he's like, "Where are they?" I'm like, "Dad, right there." He's like, "Where?" And I'm like, "Right there."
Because-
He's
and
like,
that-
Well,
"No."
because they don't once they're like traveling, they don't show
With
you
the
them
little
anymore.
red, no, they don't. And
So
and
you
that-
don't
and,
see them, and that's the problem I have. Is like
and they just come out of nowhere.
that's the issue because it's like I don't mind you going to the fight,
I mind. Don't
but
go there.
you have to let me know so we can move as a
Yeah.
squad.
I hate that.
Because
You have to tell us.
okay, then you see my thing starts to become if you play lone wolf,
then play by your
then
fucking
play
self,
by
bro.
yourself. Because when I'm playing a team game, like even when I play like Destiny, Call
Yeah,
of
everyone's
Duty,
in the same
and I play with my
area.
people,
Like,
we build team chemistry. Okay, we all know who's good at what and
yeah,
who
who's
does
picking
what.
up what,
and
who's where. Like, you're on this part of the island, whatever.
But if you gonna always keep going out there and cost me the games and I can't get a win,
that's what aggravates me
that's-
because
I can't play.
I am by no means
because
a
I
skill
come
gamer.
to play, I come to win.
Well, see,
Yeah.
I'm like, as long as we make it in like the top 5, I'm good, and we usually do. We usually make it pretty high
Yeah,
up.
if we-
but
yeah, that's
my
cool,
thing is,
but
though, I'm not.
I don't-
She like perfected her skills with the game, and I didn't do any. Like, I'm not like trying to like build on.
But that's the
craft.
thing,
Like, I'm
too,
playing to
is that,
play.
you know,
so you're making
it's
it
very-
harder for me to play this game because you've gone and done whatever.
And that usually happens when I get like
Now
when I get
you're-
close to 10 kills. I'm like, oh, look at
Yeah, but now she
people I
goes
killed,
off.
and then
So
go out and kill
I'm like,
more.
I can obviously I can kill people and I know how to play the game, but she seeks out like things. Now you've made it harder for me to play the game, and now I'm annoyed.
Well, no, because 100%. Once you down somebody, or once you get downed, it's a game of chess.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
know you're coming. They know your
They
team
know
is
your
coming.
team is coming. They don't know. Who's
So now
coming, how
they're
many
going
are
to
left.
reorganize and
go
move
for that
around.
person, yeah,
So
so
no
I'm
matter
like-
how many times you say that person is over there, which is doesn't make any sense, and I do it too. I don't know why I always do it, but it's not a perfect call out. But it's like I don't know where they're at, and they've already have the advantage because they beat your ass,
Yeah,
and they have
now
already
they're-
been
and
here.
now they're somewhere camping, watching for whoever's going to come for
Yeah.
that card.
Yeah.
And I know that, especially if they've got a sniper. As soon as I come in range to pick the, I'm getting picked off.
Dude, there was
I'm
some
getting
dude who
picked
got me
the
last
fuck off.
night
Right
so
off
good.
the mountain.
The dude
Oh my- you just-
literally was like expert sniper. He
That-
got me.
yeah.
I went down, healed, 100
You
shield,
come around the
100
corner,
everything,
pew!
come back again, ka-choo, 1 life, and I'm like,
And you're like,
yo,
done.
my man,
And
what
I'm
you
just like,
shooting
but that's the
from?
thing. So when I play with her, and like me and Day are like, we're okay. But like when we play with her and she's left, and then now it's just me and Daya, we're like 2 fucking blind mice.
No.
We're just like, all my mission then is to get her card and run. Like I was doing
No,
that day, like
100%.
on Sam's Great Adventure.
Yeah.
Literally just grabbed the cards and fucking went.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it and I'm bouncing.
No,
And I'm going.
100%.
And then she has all these other fancy things where she zeets herself across the map, and I'm like sprinting, and I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm
No,
not gonna fucking make
100%,
it.
yeah. It's all, yeah. Well, that's the one thing that I like that Fortnite brings is variety. So I definitely think it is a good game that we stream, but it does bring variety to the
Yeah,
game.
there's different weapons, different parts of the map.
different
Yeah.
movement tools
That's,
and
and
stuff
that's
like
why
that.
it's easy to understand. Like I've tried Call of Duty, and that I can't. Like
That one
moves-
is a little bit more.
That
yeah,
moves
that's
way too quickly. The player view is different, and I can't.
Well, yeah, that's
it's
so much
quicker.
more tactical.
So
and
much more like you
crazy,
have to like build the guns, and like where you get respawned is very like
Yeah.
intricate. Like you could get respawned in the middle of a battle, and like
Oh yeah.
like I've
100%,
seen people play that
100%.
game where they get respawned and get shot and respawn again, and I'm like, what the fuck is the point, bro?
Yeah, no,
what
100%.
the-
And that all comes with strategies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
there's no,
and so
there's no like. I'm just looking at where that little blue
I've
line
come up
is,
with
and
the
that's it.
I've come up with the
White.
perfect
It's
strategy.
blue.
It's white.
As like I said, because I do like playing the game with Ava because she plays good. But the minute she starts running off on her own and gets John Wick, I'm just gonna keep playing
Well,
the game.
that was my rule. If you get down because you were far away from the team,
Listen,
you're not getting
if you
runs.
tell me you move, you're
Cool,
moving,
okay.
and then I don't move, that's
different.
on me.
But you've gone off on an adventure
Yeah.
and you got picked off on your adventure, you're staying
Because
dead.
even like my boy, he was like, "Oh, I like playing with her. She's into it." He's like, "The only problem I have she goes off on her own.
She goes
and then
rogue.
I'm like, and like I said, that's
Am
just.
I the only one that when I play with people, I watch their tags?
I don't.
Watch a little
I
triangle,
have
when
all
I see the
no.
triangle going that way, I'm like, oh, I'll go that way.
No, I don't ever look at that because I'm
That's-
focusing on what I'm doing.
That's fine.
And I'm watching like what's around. Like first of all, I'm already like honed in on whatever. I'm not looking at that all the time.
Avery, you have to understand, other people
That's
do
why we have
other
voice
things.
chat.
Like,
Yeah.
Phil, your uncle, he looks for snipers. So he could be looking for a sniper.
Yeah,
and
or sniping himself and like in the thing you don't see the map.
Yeah,
Either way,
so
we have the
it's-
voice chat going, so you can be like, "Hey
Yeah.
guys, I'm moving over to this
By
town."
the
or
time
this
I
place."
see you-
we don't want to do that.
By the time I see you in the air landing, I'm like, yeah, she's dead, bro.
Yeah, like,
She's
I
dead.
can't do anything about that. And I'm
You know,
just
like, and then I'll see it says she got somebody down,
and then I
it's
see
like,
so and so downed, and I'm like,
and then I'm like, then I hit it, bloop, bloop, and I'm like, all right, well, this match is done.
I'm like,
so.
well, I'm dead. Because I'm like,
So
there's
we
no
go
way,
over there.
especially when it's duos, like you have a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, you
Anything
can-
more than duos, you
Oh,
know that
no,
you're gonna get
it's
fucking,
over.
you're getting murked. Like,
You're
that's
stomped, you're
you're
stomped.
done. You're fucking. You're
Because
beat.
once they catch you,
They're waiting, and unless the
Especially
storm is coming.
squads.
Yeah, but once the storm is coming, they might leave. But otherwise, they're camping in that area to catch the rest of the
oh,
squad.
100%. Because
So-
they know that you're coming in a
to pick up your-
beeline to get your,
you know
to
that
get your
you-
person.
At least one person from your squad's coming.
Yeah, they know.
And
they
I'm
know
like,
what's
and I'm
going
like,
on.
oh,
They
that,
know
we're
what's
dead.
going on.
Like that's it.
So-
Like I'm just like whatever.
And that's why I say, like, I play with her on that level because it's like I know what it's like
Yeah,
to
I'm
want to
not
be
here
on that
dicking
level.
around.
So
I'm not doing
I like
anything
that.
serious.
It's
I
just
can take two.
but
I can
she-
take
she has to
people,
be-
but any more than two people,
but
I'm gonna go down.
yeah, that's
Right,
why you
and
don't
then,
go by
and
yourself.
we play squads, and then you're down, and then somebody
Two
down.
squad members are gone.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Now it's just me and
yeah.
Daya, who it's basically we're like half a person each, so it's one person coming for all these people, and then it's even worse when Uncle Phil gets down because then we're like.
Then it's,
And then he's tired.
And then we're Phil's pissed, Phil's yelling fucking directions at us, and we're like, I don't know what you're talking about, and he's like, to your left, and we're like, and then we get he's like, well, I'm done,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
done,
100%.
and that's how I feel sometimes.
I
I'm
feel-
just like, you know what, this isn't fun anymore. Like
Yeah.
now it's starting to aggravate me.
No,
So
I like the challenge. I'm not into the lone wolf stuff anymore.
No.
If I'm lone wolfing, then I'm playing solos.
yeah.
You know,
And
that's
I
cool.
think when I look at that thing,
But if we
that-
playing as a team and I gotta go get you every
yeah, no,
time
that's
because
annoying.
you
every
confront
time you
them,
get fucking
Nah.
fucking wiped off the map.
which like I said, I give you your props for them clutch matches you've had.
yeah, when you pick it
lately.
up, but that's
no, don't even say that. You'll be like, woo, and then 20 seconds later you're mad at me. So no, I don't take.
Yeah,
I
because-
don't take anything from you.
because-
you're
because-
double-sided.
because sometimes I get in the match and she's like, I'm landing over here, and I'll be like, loading in here, boop, and I'm like, now I gotta risk my whole life to go over to this fucking place and get laser beamed to pick you up
So
and
I think
fight off.
I think where your mom's stress comes from is like she's a quarter, like she feels like her skill is a quarter of the average Fortnite
Yeah,
player.
I'm not
So
by
her
any
going to
means.
get you puts her at like
my
7/8
life is
of
at
a
risk.
difference. Of
I got a
skills. So it's
handicap
like-
here. Like I got a fucking, I got like a severe handicap.
feel
and you're
like-
fucking putting me in the
I tell
middle
you,
of.
Let me take you into creative for 30
No,
minutes
I don't
a
want
day.
to.
So-
I don't like it, and I also don't care that much.
Versus you, and you'd be better for the stream.
No, I don't. I bring the personality. I bring the charisma.
See, we got to bring the
I
game.
bring the
out. That's what we gotta
commentary. I bring the colorful behavior. I don't bring any skill level.
And I guess
bring. I don't bring any skill level.
I don't bring. There's no skill to be had when you're spectating me, and it's just me. It's just me bringing.
then I guess
That was
bring
like,
the
yo, like it was so
character,
funny because
the commentary.
there was like the time where you were like hiding in the bush on
I was
like
zooming in and out.
Sam's
Great
journey.
adventure.
Yo, and it was so funny because you were like, yo, they're hunting me. They're hunting
Oh,
me.
that was when I had the bounty on
And
me.
yeah.
You can't see that on the stream.
And it was so funny because the dude ran in the bush.
In the bush, and I was
and
like,
you panicked so hard.
because he ran
that
right
the,
past me.
That the first shot, that if you would have never shot, he probably
Would've
would have
kept
just
going.
kept going. But the fact that you shot
I
and you
panicked.
didn't even hit him,
I pulled the trigger. I
that
panicked.
that
Because the
joint
bush was in my
had
face
me
because they were
crying.
chasing me across the fucking map. That's how you, and I was like in 8th place
Oh,
when
I
that
do that
started.
all the time.
But no, I was by myself. You guys had died. When I was in 8th place when that fucking run started, and I managed to narrow down to 2, and they were chasing me across the map. I was booking it, and it would like the warning level would go down, and it would go up, and I'd fucking book it again, and it would go down, and then it was like the end, and I was like, this is it.
It was like a little yo-yo. Like
this
it was
is
just like
this
yeah.
is it. So I was like, shit. But that's what I bring. I bring no skill. Like, don't look at me and ask me how to play the game because I don't know.
I started crying.
I don't
though.
have
When I seen him
any
come
idea,
in
bro.
the bush and you
ran
panicked
through
so
the bush,
hard.
and I was like, oh my
he was like right here, but your reticle was all the way over here,
Nah,
and you were
yeah.
like, "Kadoosh," and
Yeah.
you turned around. He was like, "Wait, did somebody? Hold up, let me go back in that
In the bush.
real quick."
And this asshole, be like, just don't aim. I'm aiming and I can't aim. You want me to not aim? My accuracy's at like fucking 14%, and you want me to knock it down to like 6?
Yo,
I'm like, we're already Hail Marrying the shots as it is.
But
Ah,
you use the
damn,
shotgun
crying.
with a big box. I use the baby box.
I can't use the.
Oh no,
I
yeah.
can't. Just,
It's either the Mavern or whatever Mavern.
Mavern. That sounds like
Oh, yeah,
somebody's
or-
grandma.
or-
That's Mavern.
Probably.
In the bayou.
Yo, listen, there's only a Louisiana bayou, okay?
The Louisiana Bayou. There's definitely like a
And the
Alabama
wood-
Bayou.
And the Wood State
Are Louisiana
shotgun.
and Alabama separate states? Yes, AL and LA.
Is that a serious question?
I had to think about
you know
it for
we're
a
still
second.
recording, right?
Yes, I had to think about it for a second
God.
because you said there's only a Louisiana Bayou. There's an Alabama Bayou too.
There's gotta, all right, but they don't call it Alabama bayou.
It's just a bayou.
It's just a bayou.
No, because you have to identify what state you're in.
Okay, but if you're
What
in
if I'm
Louis-
not? If I'm in Alabama and I'm referring
it's
to
I'm going to the
Louisiana, no,
bayou.
but if I'm going to Louisiana Bayou in Louisiana, I gotta tell you that's where I'm going.
No.
Yes.
You're going to the
No, because it's in a
bayou.
different state. It's not my
It doesn't
bayou.
matter. If I'm in
It's not
Alabama,
my bayou.
It's not my bayou.
and I'm
It's not the
telling
state
you-
bayou.
And I'm telling you I'm going to the bayou, then you know I'm going to the bayou.
Unless,
Which one, though?
unless
This
you-
bayou
unless
or the
somebody-
Louisiana
I'm going on
bayou?
vacation
But
to
like,
the bayou.
yeah, like if
I
somebody,
don't take people
if you're in
vacation.
Alabama, then you say,
The
yeah, I'm
trip
going.
to the
Oh, I'm
bayou.
going to Louisiana. I'm going by the bayou. Then you know, but you know, I'm going to Louisiana bayou.
Where the 7-Eleven is?
With 7-Eleven.
The 7-Eleven and the cocaines. Oh my god. All right, we're at an hour and
oh my
25
God.
minutes, so we're going to call it, but tune into this Tuesday stream and we'll take you
Yes.
to the Louisiana Bayou
To the,
and the
and the
7-Eleven
Alabama bayou.
and the 7-Eleven.
This is
So-
the next one is the.
So we could grab our cocaine.
Our cocaine. All
Yeah.
right.
This is the Halloween is the last stream.
Yeah, so we got
of
one.
chapter
Yeah,
4,
this
season 4.
we got 2 more. So
Okay, so we
but
got-
we will catch you guys on Tuesday night,
Yes.
and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.
Who the